Welcome back to the Best Start Guide, guys. It is day 154, and we have an Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team. We also have Arena cleared out. There are 4 things I want to do today, at least 4 anyway. So I'm going to collect that. I'm going to collect this, and just to overburn the energy, it's fine. You know, normally I don't like to leave it at over full, but today I'm going to make an exception because I want to do this first. We are getting very, very close to getting Arbiter. We're 11 missions away. It's going to be 10 as soon as we hit the clan boss again. But before I forget, though, I want to pull this one single Primal Shard. So I have a tendency to interrupt myself. I do apologize for this. There are 4 things I want to do today. I basically want to do the Primal Shard. I want to do Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. I want to do a Hydra run, and I want to showcase the Buren Giri team against Bommel, because I have a working Bommel 50 team now, and I'm going to keep pushing up the Doom Tower. But I want to show the team as it is now, because I finally have a way to beat Bommel without just simply blitzing through him. I wish I had the extra 5 shards here so that I could have an extra Primal Shard so this wasn't so pathetic. I'm going to pull the Primal Shard right now, I swear. The prayer to RNGesus is, please give us something good. The reason that I'm pulling the Primal Shard is, of course, it's 2x. So there's a 65% chance that we still get a rare. And that sucks. Plarium, this sucks. Your Primal Shards suck. It's too hard to get them. We don't get them frequently enough. And for the infrequency of getting them, they just have terrible odds. They should be more like Sacred Shards. They should be better than Sacred Shards. They're harder to get than Sacred Shards. They should be worth more points in various tournaments. And they should have better returns. So it should be like epic, maybe 80%, legendary 9%, mythical 1%. That might be what you're looking at. But of course, the mythicals, it should be up. Like the 1%, really, that should be the minimum it ever is from any shard. Shouldn't need a special event for this. But, RNGesus, please not a rare, right? Oh my god, it's a mythical. Oh my god, it's Lady Mikage. Oh my god. So yeah, I mean, I was complaining and then I got a mythical. So yeah, thanks Plarium for making me look like a jerk. I don't even know what to say. I mean, like this is a best start guide and I'm trying to make a guide here that's like relatable. This is free to play. I swear to God, I'm free to play. I mean, the proof is like what? I get 1 shard every month. So I'm gonna have to build Lady Mikage, obviously. You do get her eventually. I mean, she's the one that you're guaranteed to get anyway, even if you don't have stupid good luck, because she is part of the fusion, and the fusion is still here. So. Well, that was weird, but thank you, RNGesus. Let's proceed with the rest of the episode then, shall we? I'm going to grab these shards quickly, and let's see if it was just a fluke, the clan boss team. I mean, here's the beauty of Lady Mikage. She actually completely synergizes with the Wixwell strategy. So I could put her in, I could have her replace Valerie, for instance. Like Valerie doesn't really provide much utility at all other than the shield set that she's got and the buff extensions. I now have the War Master Mastery on everyone. I think. Let me just check. She's got the War Master Mastery. Malekith Bloodflock has it. And Wixie has it. So we now have the... And in fact, I'm still running Uragrim. And, oh, he does have it. All right, so everybody has War Master. That's good. I thought I built him in a more defensive style, but obviously I built him for damage. So that's what we want. And it shows. Uragrim is the main DPS of the clan boss team. So let's run it again. But basically, I think I want to build out Lady Mikage and put her into the team because the damage is going to be even better. So we're getting a book. Still not a legendary book. I want enough legendary books to book out Wixie. But at least we're getting them. We're guaranteed a shard or a book every time. So here goes. RNGesus, stay out of it. I want something that's consistent. I don't want this to be RNG dependent at all. And it's not. It fell apart. So obviously the team still needs work. It looks like the damage distribution is more or less what it normally was. We only lasted 52 turns though. So we only did about 23 million damage. So needs work still. I'll keep working on it. But at this point, Lady Mikage can get introduced to the fold. I still can't believe it. So I want to do a Hydra run, but first I'm going to do the Doom Tower one. And you know what? I'm going to show you how I built him. So Burengiri does not have his masteries yet. Not all of them, anyway. Ideally, I'd want to get him War Master so that he does a lot more damage so that he can take Bommel down quicker. But Burengiri has a very valuable partner. Because Burengiri, basically, he's practically invincible. He's in a bunch of regen stuff. We got HP percent on this, HP percent on this, HP percent on this, and in fact, I could crank this up. I don't need to, though. Like, the team already works. So I don't need to get this to a 50% as well. He's already got 50,000 hit points. His defense is 2,000. Big deal. Nothing to really shout about. And his speed is only 158. So he's not... It's quite attainable with standard gear that you might have by this point. I mean, look at this. This is an uncommon piece. And then we've got Sun Wukong, his partner. Sun Wukong, also not fast, but he's crit capped, 100%, 229% crit damage, and he's got a crap ton of attack. He will die easily, but as you'll see, that won't matter. Whoops, let's stay in. So, I've only got one key left. Let's run it. And I could show you the presets too, but you know what? I don't think there are any presets. I think I put in a couple of presets on Burengiri, come to think of it. So Burengiri basically, normally, except it didn't happen this time, but he tries to avoid attacking as much as possible in the waves, just because those Skullsworn champions damage the max HP. But he survives pretty comfortably in this run anyway. I have not seen this run fail at all, so I'm confident that it works well. So I've got the whole team still, because these bomblets haven't blown up yet. But when they start blowing up, that's when you're going to start to see Burengiri shine. Uragrim's in the lead, because he's got a speed aura. That's really the only reason I even included Uragrim. And aside from that, I just wanted people who'd be good at the waves, so I brought in Rathalos Blademaster and Bellower. Bellower is another really lucky find on this account, quite frankly. Especially with the new blessing coming, which is gonna make Bellower like the best rare in the game. I'm really excited about that. I'll probably do a video when that new blessing comes out. But for now, you can see the theory here. Basically, Burengiri gets 50% of his health back every time a bomblet goes off or anytime Sun Wukong dies. So just about everything that can happen just causes Burengiri to heal, so he can't die. And Sun Wukong does a crap ton of damage whenever he comes back, and he pops back constantly because he's Sun Wukong, and that's what Sun Wukong does. So anyway, that is the team. We can look at the presets. So I just put them here. I don't think I really did anything special with anybody else. So basically it's just Sun Wukong, here's his stats. We got Burengiri, here's his stats. This is his preset. I basically just turned off the Bakemono charge. frequently what happens is he comes into the fight, he'll just use his Freight for Warcry on the first wave, so he doesn't try to attack any of the Skullsworn, and on the second round he'll A1. Usually the A1 doesn't hit a Skullsworn, but it just sort of randomly does some of the time. It's random. And then I just turn it on for wave 3. That's the deal there. So I'm going to do Hydra. But the one other thing, so basically I want to complete this mission at some point today, and then I'm going to start chipping away at the level 17s. And then there's more clan boss damage. And then we just got to chip away at the level 20 of each dungeon. So really, we're getting close. Because in the dungeons, I've got a very consistent level 20 dragon team. I was using this up until about 20 minutes ago. To farm speed gear from the dragon, because there was like a triple speed gear event. It's over now. But anytime that drops, you definitely want to be running dragon. But Fire Knight has not reached 20 yet, so pushing to Fire Knight 20 is going to be an important one. Ice Golem, haven't reached 20. Spider, haven't reached 17 even. So Spider 17 might be the bottleneck. So we'll get to that. One other thing I wanted to mention. I mean, while I was ranting about the crappy chances, and then pulled Lady Mikage, I pulled from a Prism Shard. I didn't do it on purpose. I was hoping to wait for that pull as well for a video, but it just sort of did it automatically. And I'll show you the champion I got. It was somewhere. I guess he'd be a 4-star epic. Did I stuff him in the vault already? No, I didn't. I probably just... He's still here. Okay. So it's Gory, who could be useful against Fire Knight. So I was hoping for something better from the Primal Shard, but when you think about it, he's got 2 hits... Extra hit if the enemy's under a freeze debuff. I don't know how useful that would be to Fire Knight, but basically this is the one that would be good at hard Fire Knight, because it's 3 times at random. Each hit has a books to 100% of freezing, which means you got that nice little triple shot, triple freeze shot that we're also getting from Neldor Rhymeblade. So I could run both of them against the hard Fire Knight, but we kind of have to get to the hard Fire Knight first. So this is kind of irrelevant. I don't know if I'm going to build Gory ever, simply because he's hard Fire Knight, and really the goal for the best start guide is just to get to Arbiter. I think that's our goal. So basically, I want to get to Arbiter before we get to Shill of the Drakes. But I'm going to at least take this guide towards Shill of the Drakes, and probably at least until Arbiter. So I don't know, whichever one comes second, that might be where the guide ends. I don't know. Let's do Hydra. That's enough. That's enough time. Let's do Hydra. So I tweaked the team a little. I put the White Queen into the team. She's not 6-starred yet. She has no masteries, but she is in a bolster set, so that does help her survive. I still have Jamarsa in the team as well. I have Uragrim in the team as well. So the 3 of them, very good at providing a lot of healing support, and you even get some healing support from Eastrid. And of course, Sun Wukong could just get himself back up as much as possible. And then finally, there's Wixie, who puts a shield and increased defense on everybody. So pretty solid team. Maybe it's light on the DPS, but basically my first move is to highlight the Head of Decay so that I can make sure Wixie actually targets him with the provoke. So we're provoking the Head of Decay. Now all he can do is attack. And anytime he gets countered, ideally he gets re-provoked, but it didn't happen this time. Because he's not booked to 100% yet. This is why I want those legendary skill tomes. So I'm actually going to just do the free regroup. and I'm going to start over. I want things to at least go smoothly for the first couple of turns. But basically, I speed boosted Sun Wukong just enough that he gets out his block buffs before the Poison Cloud gets placed. Because that was the problem in the last video. So I have corrected that problem. The one thing I haven't corrected yet is Wixie isn't booked. Once he's fully booked, this should be a lot more consistent. You always have that 3% chance of missing your target with the debuff that you want to place. So there will always be a 3% chance of failing at placing that provoke. But it would be 3% instead of what it currently is, which is probably more like 23%. Or 28%. I don't actually know how much is missing. I think he's missing 20% when unbooked of a chance of provoking. So things are going a lot more smoothly this time. So my assertion at this point, my hypothesis, my theory, is that when Wixie's fully booked, this is going to be a perfectly consistent team for Hydra. It may not score a huge amount of damage, and I can't believe the White Queen's dead already. Come on, Jamarsa, get her back up. Yeah. That's what they're for. So Jamarsa's in a ton of regen, so she should manage to keep herself alive. Uragrim's in regen. Not necessarily the best gear for Ultra Nightmare Clan boss. The fact that he seems to be a cornerstone of the Clan boss team makes me wonder if I want to put him in something other than regen, because it doesn't really provide much utility once the shields are up and staying up in Ultra Nightmare Clan boss, but Uragrim is maybe that one champion that I'm probably just going to use everywhere. Right now I use him to farm Minotaur. I use him in most of my dungeon teams. I use him in my Doom Tower teams. He's just a stupidly useful champ. At some point, maybe towards the end of month 6, what I want to do is I want to go over every champion that I've 6-starred, and I want to rank them. Right now I'm thinking Wixie is an S-tier champion. Jamarsa, probably A-tier. Eastrid, probably A-tier. Uragrim is probably S-tier. He's really, really good. Sun Wukong is, of course, S-tier. Speaking of Sun Wukong, what happened to you, buddy? Where are you? I guess he got devoured by this head. And I'm still targeting this one because I want to keep that provoke up. So I suppose I'm hoping that enough poisons will pop the damage out of him that he won't devour Sun Wukong. And it's always tricky. Do you want to target the head that swallowed one of your companions, or do you want to keep targeting the head that you need provoked? Because we really need him to stay provoked. We also want our friend back. Anyway, I think this is going to be a run I just keep, because we're pushing on 2 million, which is plenty. And they got off the glass. That's too bad. And Sun Wukong's gone. So we still got Uragrim. He can do a fair amount of damage too. He might actually be able to out-damage Sun Wukong, come to think of it. If we can get to 2.2 million, we hit the next threshold, which in the prizes is still the same chest. I think that's very funny. You need to get to 4.4 million to get the next chest up. But it'd still be nice to get to the threshold. If for no other reason than bragging rights. Who I'm actually bragging to, I don't know. This account is probably not the best on this clan even. Some of you other clan members, I'm quite impressed with your progress. In case any of you are watching, you've made your clan leader proud. Anyway, I don't know if I expect to get to 4.4 million with what's left. Hard to say, but it's probably not possible. Once you start losing members of your team, things tend to go bad really fast. Still, I feel like the appropriate response is to get as much damage out as possible, because we want to take down the Hydra. We can take this Hydra down. We get double the rewards. Kill the Hydra, everybody gets 2 chests instead of 1. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to do in this episode. So we can just kind of ride out Hydra. I've already talked about the various things I want to do in future episodes. Every time I have a team that can defeat level 20 of one of the dungeon bosses, so that I'm getting to the point where I start clearing those missions, I will do a video about clearing those missions. About clearing that dungeon. But it looks like things are coming to a close. At this point, we don't have our reviver anymore, either of them. So as soon as enough damage comes in to take out our last healer, like, Urugrim is not doing well. He's under a heal block, that's why. That's painful. That heal block really does a number on your healers. Well, we got to 3 million. I think this is actually the record for this account so far. Certainly for this comp. Last time I ran this comp, I think, I mean, not counting yesterday, I think it was 2 million. Yesterday it was just shy of 1.66. So here's Urugrim just refusing to die. He's like, nope, I'm going to stay in. I'm going to put as many poisons up as I can. Just look, more poisons. Awesome sauce. But yeah, there it is. 3.15. I'll keep it. Good work, people. Oh, hang on. Oh my god. So I made a whoopsie. I took off Eastrid's boots. I put them on somebody. Who did I even put them on? I wanted to swap them out to give them to somebody else who I wanted to have good speed on. It was Armiger. I gave the boots to Armiger because I wanted to get him to 200 speed and I wanted to crit cap him and have enough accuracy so that Armiger was in nice working order for various bosses. And I forgot to put Eastrid's boots back on because there's another set of boots that I could give her. Come to think of it, I think I have a set of speed boots that are 6-starred that I haven't even tried ascending yet. I'm still holding out for the time that I can ascend, and I do not have enough oil to ascend anything anymore. So I'm just going to give her these ones, or these ones. These are maxed out. This has crit rate, crit damage on it. Why didn't I give these to Armiger? Anyway, this has more accuracy on it. And accuracy is important. Alright, so I got 3 million, but the potential's probably higher because Eastrid didn't have her boots, and that means she was missing out on close to 50 speed. So I want to mark that quickly. This is something I'll often do with my teams, is when I know what the damage threshold is, or what the expected damage is, I'll just put in a nice little heading here. So I'll just say normal 3 million for this one, so I know that that's the best this ever achieved. This same one. So I probably don't need both. I'll just delete this. But when I make another team, it'd go here. And I guess I swapped a champion from here to here. Anyway, that doesn't matter. An exhaustive description of my thought process is not important. Here's what's important. At some point today, when I have another clan boss key, I'm going to complete this mission and I'm going to start chipping away at the dungeon level 17s. Ice Golem is first, and I've already done Ice Golem 17 with a team that probably works on full auto. I don't really see myself manualing these dungeons these days. So that should be no problem. Dragon should be no problem because I can do 20. Fire Knight might be a problem. But anyway, I'm going to work at these. But really, the killer is going to be the level 20. I need to get to Fire Knight 20. I don't know that Gory is going to help much. But I could take another look at what I've got, especially now that we got Lady Mikage, right? This was kind of the magic thing that happened today. We got Lady Mikage, and I do have to build her. One of the cool things about mythicals is you receive them at level 6, so I don't actually have to worry about that. Basically, I just start amassing the masteries. I might even toss her in now. That might be what I spend my first 287 energy on. It's getting the masteries for Lady Mikage. Instead of this preset. So I could put that in. I'll probably ascend her and everything during Clan vs. Clan, which is coming up in a couple of days. I'm going to do the same with all of the books that I've got for Wixwell. So those are going to come in. Maybe to speed these runs up, I'll just include... Actually, I don't need to include anybody. The fewer champions I include, the more experience goes to Lady Mikage. I could gear Lady Mikage too. Come to think of it, there's an event going on right now. Might actually finish off by putting some gear onto Lady Mikage. You want accuracy and speed on Lady Mikage. So I'd probably start with that. Maybe make some more perception gear. But I could see what I've got out of the speed gear. We probably want to make her really fast. I mean, the faster she is, the better off we are. I could try to give her gear that makes her about as fast as everybody else in the comp. I'm wondering if on the clan boss team, for instance, we leave Valerie in, and we take out one of the 2 DPS units, which I think basically would have to be Xeno Grey Blade Master, because Uragrim just provides too much utility. He's got the speed lead. We don't have anybody doing increased speed though. That's part of what Xeno Grey Blade Master does. So we want her for the increased speed. But yeah, I mean this is probably a good way to kind of finish off the video. Is I could do a quick, at the very least, if I'm not doing a full gearing, this piece sucks. I'm just gonna sell it. If I'm not doing, if not the final gear, I'll at least do a mock-up. Let's see what gear I would want on her. We could even say she totally deserves my absolute fastest speed gear on the account. So I could just say, okay, priority stat, speed, high, and we just hide the set filters. Although, you know what, they could also probably just come from speed. So we could take all of Eastrid's gear, for example. If she were to just steal Eastrid's gear, she'd have 285 speed. Her accuracy would be complete horseshit, so I would probably want to do something other than this. She could get it from a banner if I were to prioritize, say, speed, and then just say it's got to be a accuracy banner. What do I have equipped on people? There we go. Xenogray has one. And we can't equip it yet because I haven't fully ascended her. But we could take one from one of these two. This would be the faster one. It'd get to 291. That's the current speed I could get her to if I just took my fastest stuff. I don't know that I necessarily want to do that, though. I think maybe what I'd want to do is give her my most accurate stuff and have Eastrid speed boost into her. I could even give Lady Mikage the stone skin pieces, come to think of it, that I put on Foley. Because I haven't been totally happy with Foley's setup. I've got him in stone skin, but I find what happens is when I'm in a fight, we could even go do one or two. Oh, and you know what? It's the reset for this. Why don't we see if we happen to get any good pieces that we want to use? No, okay. If we go to the arena, I kind of want to try to take down this solo Taras first. But basically, there's a bit of a gap in the turn meters before he gets his first chance to go. And often I'm up against a team that might have, say, a Mithrala, or really any kind of cleanser. It could be an Elva, it could be a Pythion. Let's see if there's a good example here that isn't going to totally outspeed me right out of the gate, but that is going to bring in a cleanser directly afterwards. I'm not seeing a team like that right now. But I guess my point is it does seem to happen an awful lot. So I'm tempted to just take the stone skin and give that to Lady Mikage. So first of all, let's go to Lady Mikage. I still can't believe I got Lady Mikage again. Lady Mikage is the only mythical I have ever pulled on any account. I pulled her twice on my main account, and now I pulled her here. And it's theoretically possible to fuse her on this account as well. So there could be a +1 Lady Mikage on 2 different accounts. I think that's kind of hilarious. So I'm going to look at this stone skin, and maybe we'll prioritize by speed. So that actually has a good amount of speed on it. And she'd have an accuracy chest. I would prefer an accuracy chest, but it's an attack chest. Did I say accuracy attack? I think I said that wrong. But anyway, it's attack. That's really good for a nuker. I'd prefer an accuracy chest on Lady Mikage. And it's kind of the same thing here. But you know what? It could actually be fun to give her a decent amount of attack. Maybe it'd make her better at the clan boss. So both of these have some speed on it. I mean, 4 speed is practically nothing, but 17 speed, that's good. So it's 17 +1. We could use glyphs on this stuff too to get it up. We could probably get another, I don't know, 7 to 9 speed points just by using some half decent glyphs. This one has more speed on it, come to think of it. I might prefer that just because it's got extra speed. We could take this one. That's got really a tiny amount of speed on it. Can we get lucky with a roll? Oh, we can. Okay. Well, we try that. And that about sums it up for the pieces that have speed on them. So we could keep the crit damage, although the crit rate is so terrible right now that I'm not expecting that to matter. So I'd switch to this one just for the extra speed. I think that's probably the smarter option. And we still need lots of accuracy. Lots of accuracy. I mean, really, in order to be able to hit the clan boss, we want 230 accuracy. And in arena, you want a lot more. So perception, this is speed perception with accuracy on it. We could use these. We could also just take something from speed or divine speed, because I do have a lot of speed boots now. We could take one of these, especially if it's also got accuracy on it. But I think because of how low accuracy is, maybe I want to try taking one of these. So this is 45. You know what? This is probably going to be better for speed. So I don't want to take Bellowers, but you know what? Carla Candlehead, or whatever her name is, she doesn't need this. This is too good for her. It's going to go on Lady Mikage. And then we need a shield. This is the last piece we need. Of course, it would be neat to have a perception set. I guess it's a question of, is the 5% bonus between the two going to be better with the speed that we can get? Because we're missing 10 speed if we're using 4-star boots compared to 6-star boots. 4-star speed boots get to 35. 6-star speed boots get to 45. Anyway, it's a difference of 35 to 45. Shield, we got lots of those though. I'm prioritizing by speed, so I guess there's speed on that one. There's accuracy on this one though. 33 accuracy is huge. Probably prefer that to whatever amount of speed comes off this one. It did double roll speed though. So I could either have a big accuracy boost here or a big speed boost here. Especially if I get lucky and I get maybe accuracy popping out of one of them. I'm actually willing to roll them up. Do we get accuracy out of that? No. Do we get speed out of this? No. I'm tempted to take the speed. So we got 84 accuracy. I could probably get 96 on the banner, and I could probably get something off the amulet. So let's see. Again, it's Lady Mikage, so she's Shadowkin. She'd have to be taking one from one of the other two. And this is the one that's got the speed on it. That's rough. That means I'm tempted to take it from Xenogray. And I could. So plus 78. That's 162. That's still pretty far from the accuracy amount that I'd want to be able to fight the clan boss, but it does give me the stone skin. I could look at the stone skin pieces again. Anyway, this is the purpose of the mock-up. I don't know what gearing I'm actually happy with. I mean, I could also look for pieces that have both speed and accuracy on them, so I'm not torn between both. So I could roll up more perception pieces. Anyway, I'm not going to be using Lady Mikage yet. I could even just commit to this for now and see if I like using her like this in arena. We could get a couple of levels out of... here, I'm just going to equip it. It's fine. And I guess that means I'm re-gearing Foley. But anyway, I think this episode's gotten long enough. We've been running for nearly 40 minutes. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll be back soon. Thanks for stopping by as usual. Take care of yourselves. See you on the next video.